Hey, what's up everyone? Mendel here. Hope you are all doing awesome and wonderful. And over here we have the new instrument from WEDGE FORCE, the Hydro, which is based upon a 7-string guitar that's pretty popular in the prog/prog metal world. I remember I played this guitar, I think like 10 years ago. Actually one of my favorite guitars I've ever played. And now here we have it in plugin format. So under the hood, it's the same powerful synthetic force engine that gives the instrument its sound. And if users have grown to love Mage's capabilities in the workflow, they can get a whole new flavor of this experience with Hydro. You can try out this plugin for free. Just go to the Plugin Alliance website and get a free trial for 14 days. In this video, I'll walk you through how I use the plugin, both for distortion guitars and clean guitars in the mix, and also show you how I mixed it, which plugins I used, etc. So let's dive right into it. Okay, so now you have like a global idea of the sound. So as you can see over here, we have the plugin. If you're familiar with WEDGE FORCE, with the other WEDGE FORCE plugins we have here at Plugin Alliance, looks very familiar. But the cool thing is we have this pickup mix here. And what I thought was very interesting is the piezo, because on this particular guitar, you also have the piezo pickup, which sounds very different. Now, the cool thing about the piezo pickup is the following. So unlike a regular magnetic guitar pickup, which like casts the vibrations underneath the strings, as you can see over here. So here's the neck pickup, here's the bridge pickup. The piezo pickup is actually embedded here within the guitar's bridge. Now this is made out of piezoelectric material, which reacts to the stress it receives, which creates a charge, which is then boosted by a preamp, which creates this cool, unique sound, which is very similar to the sound of an acoustic guitar. This is the bridge pickup. Here we have the neck pickup. And this is the sound of the piezo pickup. Very, very big difference. And the cool thing is you can blend them together. For example, bridge and piezo. And over here you see piezo color, which changes the character of the piezo pickup. So this is without it, this is just with it on 0. And when I turn it all the way up, it becomes a bit more edgy, a bit more sparkly. A very, very cool feature. So let me just turn off the plugin chain and let's build from there and do like a side-by-side so you can hear what has changed. But let's start with the DI. So it's the piezo pickup. So we have the bridge pickup and the neck pickup. Right? And again, the piezo. And you can blend them, so you can create your own unique tone with it. Now, what I did for this song, on the left rhythm guitar, I used the piezo pickup, and on the right guitar, I used the bridge pickup. So it would create like this wider sound. That there's a slight difference in sound left to right, which creates more depth, in my opinion. All right, so how I use it in this mix is that on the left guitar is the piezo pickup, on the right guitar is the bridge pickup. And it sounds pretty heavy. And you can see that creates that wide sound because it's like 2 different pickups, creates a cool wide sound. I think it sounds cool. So then for the tone, again, this is the DI. Then I use the BX green streamer. Then I added the Friedman BE-100 with the 38 option, the American cab as an amp. And then to smooth out that tone, I use the AMEK mix channel. Just to brighten up a bit and remove some tube of the 1.8 kilohertz. So as you can see over here, you have sustain pedal and have mute, hold, punch mute. So I put it on mute. And when we take the MIDI information here, you can see here the MIDI data on sustain to program the palm mutes of the guitar. So when we take a listen just to that one guitar here, follow the MIDI information, and especially take a look on this. You can program the palm mutes, which adds some realism to it. So both of these rhythm guitars, and again, the left side is the piezo pickup and the right side is the bridge pickup, go into a guitar bus where we have this SSL E channel, which really brightens up the tone. So again, these are the guitars without the SSL channel. And when I turn off the bypass, add some bottom end, a lot of top end to make it really brighten in your face. And to smooth out the lower mids of the guitar, I use this digital V3, which is an awesome EQ, and I just removed the boxiness. And cut out that. To make it sit better in the mix and make some room for the snare drum as well. So now all guitar plugins are off, and I'll turn them on one by one and then the last two on the bus, so you can really hear the difference. So that's just a DI. Now in this song, for the clean guitars, I want to have a different approach. Mainly, instead of adding more distortion, I wanted more to have some sparkle during like sort of a breakdown thing, which is basically this part. I just love that sound, that top end sparkle. Love it. So that clean guitar is the piezo guitar as well. And a fun thing you can actually do with a piezo pickup is change the color. So take a listen what happens when I turn this knob. So without it, there's a bit more mid-range, and when you up it to 100, it becomes a bit more distorted, just a tiny bit, and a bit more top-end sparkle. To be honest, I think I love it more on 100%. So that's basically the DI, and I'm not using an amp on it. It's just the DI, then going into a guitar bus, where I have the SSL E channel, which is adding a tiny bit of top end and cutting out quite some mids. And then over here we have the BX delay. which really adds depth to the entire song. And then to finalize it off, that whole chain plus delay going into the reverb, which is BX Rooms. Which creates so much depth, which is so pleasant to hear in my opinion. That's what I love, like reverb, like heavy distorted guitars and have something on top, which is like soothing the mix, like creating some depth. So just to wrap it up, let's check that part before it hits. All right, so there you have it. That's how you use the Hydro, both in a distorted guitar point of view and also clean guitar point of view. The possibilities are endless with this. If you want to know more about the plugin, just go to the Plugin Alliance website. My name is Mendel, and see you next time. Cheers.